Hello everyone and welcome to The Aisle Between, where wedding vendors and engaged couples meet in the middle. This is the podcast where real DFW professionals come together to answer the questions brides are actually asking and help you plan your wedding day with confidence. My name is Mariah Andrews, a DFW wedding photographer, and I'll be your host. And this morning, or afternoon, whatever time you're watching, I am here with
Diana Mihailova with Only You Bridal.
Yay, we're so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Yeah, okay. Tell me a little bit about you. What do you do? Why do you do it? Whole thing.
Okay, well, I guess the short version is we sell wedding gowns.
Yeah.
And we specialize in two things that we do a little bit different than most boutiques. We actually order the dress by the bride's unique measurements. So we do custom sizing.
Yeah.
Saving her a ton of headaches when it comes to alterations because, newsflash, most people's bodies are not identical to the charts that designers put out there. And then the other thing is we actually partnered specifically with European designers. So all of our dresses are made in Europe and thus of utmost quality.
Yeah. And for those who have not seen her dresses yet, they are gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely. I don't know, like if I was not re-getting married, because, you know, I kind of like my husband. There we go. We'll do that one. And I had money, I'd be right there. I don't have money, so I can't.
Whenever, I will say this, because a lot of people always hear European gowns, custom sizing. Oh, it must mean gowns $10,000. No, we've chosen to partner with smaller designers that are eager to please, which actually allows us to keep costs down and make the dresses very affordable, especially for, it's essentially affordable luxury is the way I like to put it.
Yeah, I like that. Affordable luxury. Makes it kind of sound bougie.
Yeah. Hey. You gotta feel bougie on a special day.
Well, yeah. Okay, so tell me, why did you choose to get into the wedding industry?
Well,
and why specifically dresses?
It happened by accident in a way, and opportunity that kind of presented itself. In 2022, I was getting married myself, and I started looking for my wedding dress, and I went to quite a few places. And I either didn't like absolutely anything, just because with my being originally from Bulgaria, I was raised to look at quality of materials, how things are actually stitched. So the stuff that I could afford, there was no possible way it cost the amount that it was stated, considering what I was looking at. And I was like, there's no way. And anything that was even remotely close to me loving was like $10,000. I was like, I'm not. Very short, I ended up using my connections in Europe and found my dress. Actually got my dress from a Latvian designer that we now carry in our boutique.
Cool.
And came perfectly fitted to me. I didn't even need any alteration. She even put in the bustle complimentary. So it was absolutely amazing. And that kind of gave me the idea. I was like, why is there no European like bridal boutique anywhere in Dallas Fort Worth? And why is nobody offering the custom sizing? Because I actually asked this at the different places. They're like, no, we only do standard sizes.
And then you got to go take it and get it altered.
Yes. Yeah. And I had heard the horror stories with alterations, so I was like, I don't really want to do that. So it doesn't sound like a good idea.
No.
So at that moment, I was like, I was chatting with my mom. I was like, let's do this. This is kind of like a gap in the market.
Yeah.
And we actually looked at a few places, but we both have very comfortable positions at that time in the corporate world. And I was like, let's not, ruin a good thing that we have going on.
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple of years later, we both found ourselves without jobs at the same time. And 6 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. Oof. So I was like,
at the same time.
I was like, corporate world's not going to have me back anytime soon. Let's be realistic. Nope. So we kind of chatted about it. I was like, hey, opportunity presented itself, so let's go ahead. And we opened our doors when my daughter was 6 weeks old. So we kind of pulled the trigger and just made things happen. And over, I think it took about 8 months.
Working mama. Woof. Yeah, go you.
No, thank you. Yeah, it was nerve-wracking for sure.
Starting a whole new thing. And but I mean, I see you guys on Facebook and Instagram and everything, and you seem like you're doing good. So
we're trying to be out there. I know everybody's on the social media platforms, so we're trying to stay as active as we can.
Yeah. Okay, tell me where you're located for those who don't know, just in case.
We're located in Colleyville, which is kind of the heart of DFW. Yes, so no matter where you're coming from, even if it's a little bit further away, it'll probably be about 30-minute drive max.
Yeah. That's actually pretty true. Wherever you're, look at you. That's a good spot too, choosing it that way. I don't know if you did it intentionally.
That's exactly why we chose Colleyville, because it was like, that's kind of centrally located, because it seems like people might not want to drive 2-3 hours, but surprise, surprise, actually people do.
Yeah,
Blew my mind.
Yeah. If it's a good deal somewhere or something unique, people are willing to drive for it. So
I have a bride right now that's actually in Bulgaria, and we're doing a custom dress for her. We're going to get it shipped directly to her, because there's no point in paying shipping fees to US and then back to Bulgaria. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah, that's really cool. Look at you guys. So what do you love most about weddings?
Honestly, it's the beginning of a new thing.
Yeah.
And everybody, it's a pleasure and honestly an honor to be a part of such a beautiful time of people's lives when they're opening up a new chapter.
Yeah.
I like to say, like, the first day of the rest of their life starts that day, right?
Yeah.
So that, just being a part of that moment is really beautiful, because most people are always very smiley and happy, and they're looking forward to these kinds of things, and it's a pleasure.
Yeah, I agree. I think that moment when the couple first sees each other on the wedding day, that's one of my favorite moments, especially the groom's reaction, because like you can see, hopefully he loves you, but you can see how much he loves you in that moment, and I'm like, okay, they got it. So yeah, no, I love the love and just,
And for that moment, I hear it's always best to have two photographers.
It is, you're right. Which is why pretty much all my packages include two photographers, because you split it. You get one going that way towards the bride, and the other one facing him. So yeah, because you don't want to miss it. You don't miss anything. So
no, it's beautiful. I actually started including that as a tip to my brides. I'm like, so you have photographers? Do you have two? They're like, no, why? I was like, this is why.
You need a second one, just saying. Yeah. Speaking of tips, what's a good tip that you would like to give to a couple when it comes to wedding dresses?
To wedding dresses specifically, you don't have to settle. Meaning, depending on what your journey is, whether you're a last minute shopper or you like to plan ahead, you just have to find the right place that's willing to make things happen for you.
Yeah.
Now, I say that because we like to fine tune our process as far as from the moment you say yes to the moment you get the dress or you take her home, depending on what the bride needs. If she's getting married in 2 months, we're going to expedite. We're going to make sure we'll make that happen in time for her.
Yeah.
And we're going to be realistic. If she's looking at a dress that there's no possible way I can get in time for her, we're going to tell her, like, I'm not going to sell you a dream and then disappoint you in the end. No.
Yeah.
I'd rather, as I like to say, like, undersell you and then over deliver.
Yeah.
That's always way better.
Yeah.
Or if she's getting married 2 years from now, what we'll do is she says yes tomorrow, dress arrives, we're not going to put her down for her final actual like fitting until 8 weeks before the wedding. Because once you get stressed, there could be weight fluctuation, things of that nature that you can't control. That's why we're going to do it closer. That way everything is flawless on the big day, and the only thing you got to think about is looking into his eyes.
Exactly.
And just being happy.
Yeah. Love it. Very smart. Okay. And what is something that you think people tend to misunderstand when it comes to weddings, or even just being a wedding dress boutique?
Oh, well, those are really two different questions. So when it comes to weddings, I think it's that a lot of people get really focused on pleasing everybody else and forgetting what they really want to do as a couple.
Yep. It's about you two.
Exactly. And honestly, me included, when I was getting married, I kind of got so into the whole like, okay, well, this is the expectations and this and that. And I remember being at my first wedding. I'll get to the second portion of that, but my first wedding, and just everything just kind of ran through the motions. It was beautiful, don't get me wrong. I'm so grateful. It was a wonderful time, but it was just kind of like chop, 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 let's go, everything. And then the night was over.
Yeah.
And I caught myself realizing, like, I didn't really enjoy myself that much. So my father and my grandpa were actually not able to be at my wedding because they're still in Bulgaria, and it was right after COVID. Anyway, so we decided to go to Bulgaria 2-3 months after the first wedding and do like a little ceremony there.
Yeah.
And that one just felt so much more intimate. We paid nothing for the venue, and it was off a cliff, like Roman ruins. The Black Sea was right there. It was absolutely gorgeous. I got to wear the dress twice.
There you go.
That was the best part.
Yeah. So when you renew your vows, let me know. I'll be there. I'll take pictures for you.
Oh, you got it. It was absolutely awesome, and that was when I realized, like, okay, I didn't really think about what did we want to do. Yeah. It would have been okay. We're just like, just take our few that we love the most with us and just go somewhere that we want to be, rather than do the whole big thing for the entire family, which is typically the expectation. Yeah. But what was the second part of the question?
When it comes to dresses or being a dress shop owner, what's a misconception?
When it comes to dresses, is that, again, depending on your timeline. If you're getting married in 3 months, you have to buy off the rack. That's a common misconception. Yeah. A lot of places will be able to expedite an order, but it just depends on whether or not you feel comfortable with knowing your dress might arrive like 2-3 weeks beforehand. Yeah. And then you have to, if anything needs to be done with alterations, work through that as well. So you're like down on the line there.
Yeah.
But I think that's, and then the other one, going back to the custom sizing. People have no idea that you can actually get a custom sized gown, and it can save you from the horror stories of alterations.
Yeah.
Because like if you're, let's say your hips are a 10 and your bust is a 6, that dress has to get taken in 2 sizes at the top. And if it has any embellishments, that's where you get the horror stories from. Because sometimes it's really hard, even though alteration specialists do amazing work.
Yeah.
When you're taking out that much, the dress might not look the same anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think those are the 2 biggest ones that people just don't know, don't really realize. Like, so shop around, do your research online.
Yeah.
It's probably always best.
Yeah. Listen, online is great. I'm just saying, that's part of my other job is social media. So it helps look at reviews for everything. Reviews for everything.
Absolutely.
For the photographer, for your dresses, for your cake people. People leave reviews. If you don't leave reviews, you need to start leaving reviews, because other people are looking at those reviews to decide if they want to use them or not. So
absolutely.
You want someone to use somebody, go leave a review. Little free nugget there for you guys.
Very true. Very true. I used to be terrible at
I was too.
Before I became a business owner.
Yes.
I'm like, that was great service. I got to make sure I leave a review, because I get it now.
Yes.
But you don't know till you know. You can't really blame people for that.
Yeah. That's my husband the other day. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm leaving a review." Why? Because they need it. Everyone needs a review. Go on there, leave somebody a good review. I mean, even if it's a negative review, they need it. Because maybe they don't need to be doing what they're doing. Unless it's on my page. Don't leave me a negative review. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. You do what you need to do. Okay. Now we're going to get into nitty gritty of dresses. Okay? Because I don't know any of these things. It's been 6 years since I bought a wedding dress. So things have changed anyway. So here's some questions specifically about wedding dresses. When should brides start shopping?
So the general recommendation from the wedding industry is at least 12 months.
Okay.
I kind of second that, because you don't know where your wedding dress shopping journey will actually take you. You might find the first one is the first one you ever put. And if you do, that's
great.
amazing. That's awesome. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I've had brides that is the one, they see it, they love it, but they're like, but I haven't been anywhere else. So I don't know. So now they're second guessing themselves, and I think social media really plays a part into some of that. So I always say, like, trust your gut. If that is what happens and you're happy with it, that's amazing.
Great.
If you end up looking around a little and it takes you a couple of months maybe, that's totally fine. But that way you've given yourself enough time to rule out any possibility of, God forbid, something happening.
Yeah.
Or let's say you start at 12 months, you find your dress at the 11th month, so you still have a little bit of time. It gets lost in the mail.
Oof.
I'm just saying. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But that way you still have enough time. The boutique has enough time to reorder the dress and it'll come in. So I always say, start earlier is better than later.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do later, make sure you ask all the right questions from the boutique that you've chosen to actually work with, to make sure that you're not going to be disappointed in the long run or in the end.
What are these right questions?
Understand what their actual customer journey looks like for you specifically, knowing what your time frame is, what your needs are, what you're looking to get from that experience, essentially. If it's a shorter timeline, will they be able to deliver? Do they get the dress? Do they ship the dress to you? Because some boutiques will ship it directly to you and have no idea what you're actually getting. And then you have to bring it in. God forbid if something's wrong, you bring it in, and then there's a whole process of, well, maybe you did that when you opened the package. Like, I would hate to be in that position because I'd lose it. I don't have a good temper when it comes to things like that, especially when I get blamed for things I didn't do. But so, like, ask those questions. What does that look like? What is their delivery like? What happens after the dress gets there? How do they go about alterations? Are they the type of boutique that kind of, okay, we put you in the dress next week, you're going to come back and you're going to take it home because we'll have done all the alterations, but you still have 8 months before the wedding. So you might be looking at a second round of alterations when you get closer, because you get so stressed out, you lost 5 pounds. And now it doesn't fit right. That just accrues more fees for alterations. And we like to save the stress from that entire process. That's why we don't do alterations until at least like 8 weeks before. I like to do them like 6 to 4, to be honest with you, because sometimes
And you can get them back in
never
6
know.
to 4 weeks?
Okay. Yeah, our typical turnaround is about 2 weeks later. So that's why, but I know some people don't feel comfortable with 4 weeks. So we always say, like, we can put you down 8 weeks before you get into the 3. And you have her, you know she's there, she's just waiting for you in the closet. But ask those kinds of questions. What does that look like for you specifically, depending on how they choose to do business?
Yeah.
Versus how they're going to accommodate you and your needs.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What do brides wish that they had known before trying on dresses? In your experience?
Not to bring too many people.
Yeah.
That's always the biggest one I say. And I will say, the number one complaint I've ever heard from brides is like, oh, they charge if you bring more than 4 people to the appointment.
I've seen that, yeah.
The reason why, and I gotta tell you brides, the reason why is because fewer chefs in the kitchen makes it a lot easier to bake a cake.
Yeah.
It's actually with your own best interest in mind.
Yep.
Because if you're trying to make that decision, it's a big decision.
Yeah.
You're going to be saying yes to the dress. It's a special moment. Maybe mom's there, sister, whomever is close to you, best friend.
Yeah.
Whatever that looks like. But when you have too many opinions, even though they all might be well-meaning, it gets cloudy in there.
And then you
starts
forget what
getting
you
fuzzy.
actually wanted.
Exactly. And it just makes it so much more difficult to really... You could have loved it, and then you walk out, and everyone's like, well, I don't like this, I don't like that. Do you really like that? Are you sure you like that? And now you're just second guessing
Now you
yourself.
hate it.
Smart. And I hate it when I see that happen.
Yeah. You can like see it on their faces. And
Absolutely.
I've watched enough Say Yes to the Dress to watch faces.
Say Yes to the Dress is a pet peeve of mine. Don't get me wrong, I love the show, but I'm just like, that's not how things happen.
It's not real. Not real. I get that. Yeah. I watch certain TikToks and I'm like, that's not true. But okay, whatever you say.
I've actually met Randy.
Have you?
Yes.
That's
yes.
cool.
I'm sure he has no idea who I am. So don't get me wrong, we're not on first name basis, but yeah, I met him on one of the bridal shows that they do. Long story short, industry-wise, they do bridal shows to showcase new collections once or twice a year, and one of them is in Chicago. So we went to one, and Randy Finoli has his own line. So we were like, ooh, let's go look at Randy Finoli's line. And sure enough, he was there. And I was sitting at the end of the little runway, and somebody had asked a question about the model that he was showcasing a dress with. He was like, ooh, you could do it like this. And he was walking around, and I was sitting with my mom. She had just said, like, he could have gotten a haircut before we got here. I was like, Mom, who's going to notice? Yeah. And he walks by, and he's like, excuse me, gorgeous. And I looked at my mom, I was like, he called me gorgeous.
Likes my hair.
So I think we're okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Now it's a running joke, but yeah. So afterwards, we get a chance to talk to him and stuff like that. That was cool. He's really cool, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he seems cool. And I love it whenever you can... they like are the same person, not like in everything when it comes to podcasts or TikToks or whatever, and then you actually meet that person and you're like, okay, you're literally the same person.
Yeah. There's not a facade or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's refreshing.
It is, because then you're like, okay, cool. I'm gonna keep watching you then. If you're a fake person, I'm out.
Same.
Okay, let's talk silhouettes. What kind of silhouettes look best on different body types, or do you not give that opinion because you want them to love what they love?
Technically the latter. Okay. However, there are certain, and I wouldn't even say so much so per se the silhouette, because what a lot of stylists will do is they will look at what your vision is, what the venue that you're looking to, like exactly what is, how you're planning, executing everything, and then they'll get a good idea of what you actually like once you start trying stuff on. And the reason why I say once you start trying stuff on is because we get brides that are like, oh, I want everything sparkly, and they'll put on a couple of, like, I don't know, and then they'll put a clean classic, just nothing sparkly, maybe just a little pearl basque waistline or something like that. I'm like, oh my god, this is the one. That happens more often than not. That's what we're always like, just try a couple different things, see what gives you the feeling. Because the idea does not always match the feeling, and that's what it comes down to. So once they've tried a couple of things, we take all of those things into consideration, and then we provide some recommendations based off of that to kind of combine everything together and give you an option that might serve all of those things. So that's why I say, like, the body type per se, yes, it can play a role if the body type is not very standard, because there'll be certain silhouettes that will look better. Like I like to say vertically challenged. Amen, I am not very tall. So something with a basque waist will actually elongate me a little bit. So make me look visually taller without actually me having to put on a 5-inch heel.
Heels.
Yeah, 7-inch.
That's what I did.
So don't get me wrong, I did the same thing on my wedding.
My wedding, 7-inch heels over here.
And my feet were not happy again.
Those things came off. I was done.
Yep. Yeah. But like it's those little things.
Yeah.
That, so like I said, yes, it's related, but it's not like back in the day it was like, oh, you have a pear-shaped body and thus you must wear
A-line.
this.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Because designers have gotten very nifty in the things that they've started doing to address the insecurities that we have.
Yeah.
We're our own biggest, what's the word? Critics.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
We 100% are.
So every single bride's gonna be like, I don't like this about this.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, guess
why you
what?
bring the people you love and not too many of them, so then they can be like, oh, but you look beautiful in that.
Yeah. Oh, I love it when I get the cheerleader entourage. That's what I like to call them.
Yeah.
Oh, they are the absolute best because like it just like brings up the energy in the room and it's so exciting. Just like stop giving me compliments, like
thank you.
Yeah, it's so sweet. I immediately think of one bride. She came in with her mom, and her mom. I told her mom, I was like, I wish I could record you and just put you on social media and be like, this is what moms are supposed to be like in appointments.
You should have.
Because she was like, you look so beautiful in this completely different dress. And like, oh my god, that is so amazing on you.
That's the one.
Yes. Third was
but
like,
so is that one.
I can't believe how good this looks. I was like,
Aww.
I love you guys so much.
You need the cheerleaders. Bring your cheerleaders with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I had cheerleaders at mine. I only brought 2 because I was like, I don't need everybody
Smart move.
else's opinion because
Smart move.
I'm opinionated enough in the loving way.
You and me both.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why we get along so well.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah. What is a common mistake that brides tend to make when it comes to wedding dress shopping?
Common mistake. Listen to other people's opinions?
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, we kind of already did it whenever we talked about bringing too many people.
Yeah, I'd say that one. Just not trusting their gut and listening to other people's opinions too much. Because sometimes, again, bringing it back to the entourage, if there is someone in there that's... And I'll say this. It's always easier to see it as an outsider than when you're in the inner circle. Because sometimes it might come off as like, oh, they're just that way. They're just joking and stuff.
Yeah.
But like if there's someone there that's inadvertently competing with you, you'll find something wrong about everything.
With everything.
And like those little things. So it's like, I always say, if I get a chance to kind of have a heart to heart, I'm just like, you do you, boo.
Yep.
The only thing that matters is what you and him want, and that's it. That's the only thing that matters. If you love it, that's all that matters.
Yep.
So
Love
I
it.
think that's it.
Yeah.
Listening to other people too much.
Yeah. Don't listen to them. Do what you want. Okay. Wedding trends. What are some wedding trends specifically when it comes to dresses that you're loving right now?
The basque waists are very, very big. That's when, for those that are not familiar, basque waist is when you have the little V at the waistline rather than the straight across.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest reason why is because all of us vertically challenged people can definitely use some help in the department of looking elongated.
Yeah.
And it really accentuates the figure. Like it can show off the bodice, the girls.
Yeah.
And then if it's, and whether that is a fit and flare, so like something that shows off the hips. There we go. That was the word. I almost said the booty. Something that shows off the hips, or even in a ball gown or an A-line. Yeah, basque waist always kind of showcases the entire body very nicely, and that so everybody really likes that right now. One of the newer ones that we've been seeing, been getting more and more questions about, which we're actually getting a couple of those in our new collection. We're getting an exclusive collection from one of our Ukrainian designers. We kind of partnered with them and got them to create some dresses just for us. They're gonna be nowhere else in the world. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's exciting.
They'll be coming in July.
Okay.
But one of them is essentially what brides have been asking for. It's between an A-line and a ball gown, and I say between is because it's not as poofy as a traditional ball gown, but it's not as, I guess, flat as an A-line, but it has what I call the waterfall in the front. So you have, it just goes flat all the way down in the front, and then it has the hips that kind of come out like this. Think of like a little Victorian era style dresses, but with the smooth down. So it kind of looks like an elongation of the basque waist without an end.
Okay.
While also doing the little.
Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie Enchanted?
Yes, a long time ago.
Okay. do you remember the wedding dress that she wore? What's her name?
I think so.
Because that's what I'm envisioning in my mind. I don't know if that's the correct dress, but the way that you described it was like the little bit of poof, but it comes down here. But hers is real poofy up here too. But yeah, that's what I'm envisioning. Giselle, that's her name.
Giselle.
That's what I'm envisioning. I don't know if that's right or not, but
I want to say maybe
I don't
yes.
have Wi-Fi.
Oh,
yeah, I was about to say, I'll show you
on my phone, but nope.
Yeah, we'll find it eventually. But yes, I'm excited. I'm ready to see those. So
I'm so excited.
I can't wait. I'm gonna have to come in July just to look right now.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. What's something that is worth spending money on when it comes to wedding dresses?
Worth spending money on when it comes to wedding dresses. I'd say getting the dress that gives you that wow factor.
Yeah.
So here's the reason why I say that. Because if, let's say your budget is $1,500, but you fall in love with a dress that's $2,500, and you go around, you're shopping around, you're trying to find something that gives you that same feeling.
Yeah.
And you don't, and you're like, well, this one's good enough. That good enough feeling is going to come over with you. There's other ways to cut down on other things in the wedding to make that happen, because that feeling will stay with you.
Yep.
And I always say that's why we work with our brides' timelines, because if you can make your budget work for you rather than you work for your budget, guess what? You're gonna have no regrets the day of.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I'm just like, just think about the feeling, and if you don't think you'll have regrets, then that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Because people were different. But if you have doubt, just make it happen somewhere else. Like, do you really need the really fancy invitations? You can do it online. Save yourself those few $100.
Canva.
Boom.
Excuse me. Sorry. A little cough.
And I'll say this, although I hate the knot because they're terrible towards vendors.
Amen.
But they do give you a free website. So at the very least, you can actually send all of your invitations directly through them. It doesn't cost you a penny, and you get a free website for your wedding. So that's the cool thing for on the couple's side.
Zola too. I did mine on Zola.
There we go. I had no idea. So good to know.
So there's a couple little random ones that you can find if
Yeah.
you're trying to find ways. Okay, what do you say? So my biggest issue when I was getting married was I didn't want to spend money on a dress because I'm wearing it one day. So like that wasn't as important to me as other things were. To the brides, they're like, I'm wearing it one day. I don't need to spend $2,500. Thoughts, feelings. What do you say to that?
That's totally fine.
Okay.
At the end of the day, yeah, that's totally fine. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're happy on that day, that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
So if you're happy with a dress that was $1,000 instead, and you still have that same feeling, that's all that matters. That's okay. But if you're trying to think of ways to wear the dress again, guess what? You come to the right place. I got you. We can make it shorty afterwards. You can wear it your anniversary every single year. There's cool ways that you can say repurpose it. Yeah. Or if you're one of those folks that's like, I want to look at my dress, there's like beautiful cases that they now make. Yeah. You can put like a little closet case. Yeah. So there's other things that you can do, or preserve it for one day if you end up having a daughter, or maybe even a daughter-in-law.
Yeah. That's the real reason I saved mine, was because eventually if my daughter wants to use it to make her own dress, or she wants, like, I saw somebody pull some pieces out of theirs, and then they turned that plus their mother-in-laws and their grandmas, things like that, pulled pieces and made it into their bouquet.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Just to have all the pieces together. So, I mean, I know there's ways to use it.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. We had a bride actually come in just for alterations. She fit in her mom's dress like a glove.
I did not.
And it doesn't happen often, I'll say that. And she loved it, but she wanted to remove the sleeves because mom got married in the 70s when like sleeves are really, really popular. And she's like, I'm going to remove the sleeves. And mom was stoked that she was going to use the dress. Like, I just wish she wouldn't remove the sleeves. I was like, Mom, remember she's using the dress. Yeah. She's like, you're right.
It's fine. Keep it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, plus, and then I gave her ideas. I was like, the sleeves, so you can do this. You can do like little bows if you have little flower girls, or even for your bridesmaids, do like bows or something. Do a little bouquet handle. There's
make like
things.
The little, for the guys, the little handkerchief thing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, once the creative gears start
just
turning,
let those things go.
I love that. So yeah, there's different things that you can do. So like, back to turning it into a shorty. The only reason why I didn't do that with my dress is because eventually I opened up Only You Bridal, and now my dress is actually at the boutique.
Really?
Yes.
Which one is yours?
The one with all of the flowers that looks kind of tan now. She was not this tan when I got married. It was more of a cream color. But she's been sitting around for 4 years now. So.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Mine's been in the closet, so I have no idea what mine looks like anymore.
As long as she's away from sun, she should be okay. But mine's been sitting in the sun for the last 2 years now, so
it's fine because it's still
it's
beautiful.
a little bit darker. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I wanted something different. It definitely was different.
Yeah,
it was definitely different.
Hey, those are my favorite. Make it different. Make it unique. Okay, trends. One of my favorite bridal trends right now is the ones that do the dresses that have like all the color in them, like the flowers and stuff. Do you hate those?
No, that was my wedding dress.
Oh, okay. But like no, like the colored ones, like the colored flowers. Those are. Yeah, I love color. So anywhere you're gonna put it, I'm down for it.
Yeah, and there's so many unique ways that you can like insert a little bit of color.
Yeah.
That there's not a lot of designers that do a lot of that just because they're not as popular.
Yeah.
Just because it's a very taste specific thing. But when it's done right, it looks so good. But this is where customizations can really come in handy.
Yeah.
For example, because we're already making a brand new dress with the custom sizing, it allows us to do all customization. So like remove a sleeve, add a sleeve or whatever, put in an entire layer of sparkle to make it more sparkly, things of that nature we can definitely do. And I always say, if you want to do something very unique and specific, like add flowers, we can source specific lace with depending exactly what you want. The only thing is that portion will probably have to be done in alterations after the dress arrives. That way, and the biggest reason why is that way the bride is in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
So she can choose how big the flowers are, what they look like, what color exactly, and where they place, rather than I want some flowers on there, and then she gets them and there's 5 of them and they're not sitting in the place that she wants them. That kind of thing. So I always prefer to do on the more customizable side. That way she gets exactly what the vision was.
Okay.
Versus, okay, that's not bad, but let's go ahead and edit these little things, because then you're still going through the process of having to make changes anyway. Yeah. Might as well just do it. Build it for yourself in the first place.
Make it your own. Love it. Okay. Okay, so we're running low on time, so I'm skipping through questions. Hang on.
Okay. I can make it fast.
I know you can. What's the biggest wedding day disaster that you've helped solve?
Wedding day disaster that it would have been a wedding day disaster if we didn't deliver on the dress. So I had a bride, and still love her till this day. But she was on a weight loss journey, and she was taking something to help her. General rule, brides that are out there, if you're taking something to help you lose weight for the big day, we always say stop taking it at least 8 weeks before the wedding, because your body takes time to adjust. Yeah. And you don't want to be shedding weight essentially up until the day of. Yeah. Well, this bride didn't listen to her advice. Long story short, we ended up doing alterations, I think 5 times in a row, and she picked up her dress the day before the wedding because it kept needing to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And we ordered it to size in the first place. Yeah. So, I guess it would have been a disaster, but I think that's probably the closest one that we've ever had. But we delivered. Yeah. She left happy, I hope.
Hey, that's all that matters. Worked out. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I have one more question for you, and then after that, we're going to do some rapid fire questions. Okay. Okay, last question. What advice would you give to a newly engaged couple? It can be about anything. It can be wedding dresses, whatever. Pretend your sister's getting married tomorrow. What would you tell her?
I would tell her, do what you and your fiance want to do. Don't have to follow everybody else's advice on what a wedding should look like. Just make sure you guys are happy. Yeah. And after the wedding, if you donate stuff, you can actually use it as a tax write-off. I did not know that, and I wish I did. So that's my big one that I now tell brides. Like, if you donate your flowers, tax write-off.
Didn't know that.
I donated my flowers. Wish I knew.
I don't even know what I did with mine, honestly. Yeah, that's smart. Look at you. Okay, you got any more advice there? Things people don't know.
Tell your maid of honor to push the officiant if he doesn't move out of the way for the first kiss.
Yes, I always try to meet with my officiant beforehand, and I'm like, hey, buddy, scooch, please. Yeah. And if they forget, then one officiant forgot, and I have pictures of the bridesmaid or the maid of honor grabbing him and pulling him away from it, and I'm like, yes! And it's awesome. I sent it to the bride, and I said, that's a good bride. Or, yeah, you did it right there. That's a good one. And yeah,
awesome.
it's really funny.
Yeah, I think those are the biggest ones. And I would say like allot yourself enough time to do the bustle, like especially if you have a big ball gown, because those things take time, so you're not like rushing and not enjoying yourself. It's like, add in 30 minutes, have a couple drinks, give yourself a chance to eat something, because you're probably not going to eat at the reception with everybody talking to you. So
actually, I force my couples to eat.
Oh, good.
Because I'm like, okay, here, I sit down when you sit down. And they're like, we want you to eat, we want you to eat. I'm like, I'm eating when you eat. So unless you sit down and eat, I'm not going to sit down and eat. So I had one bride that she was like, you're not going to eat? And I said, not if you don't eat.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, I'll sit down and eat. So she did. I kept my eye on her because I follow them. And I kept my eye on her, and she sat down and she actually ate a little bit. She didn't eat a ton, but she ate a little bit. And then as soon as she was up, I was done and I was ready to go. So yeah, I force my brides to eat.
That's good.
I don't need them passing out on me.
Yeah, even if you don't pass out, it's just like you spend a pretty penny on your catering. You should at least know what your food tastes like.
See, my wedding we did just desserts because I didn't want to feed people. I was like, I ain't doing that. So we did desserts. I didn't even get to eat my desserts because too many people were talking to me.
I'd still be mad about that.
I was so mad. So when we left, I looked at my husband and I said, we're going to Dairy Queen because I would like some ice cream, because one of my desserts was it was an ice cream bar.
Yeah, you didn't get a chance to eat it.
No, I was like, you're taking me to Dairy Queen.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
I know, it's fine. Everybody else enjoyed it, so I guess it's fine. Whatever. But yes, so eat. You're right. Sorry, I got distracted
get a chance
there.
to eat for sure.
Yeah.
I had a not so good of an experience with the caterer I had for my wedding. Long story short, my husband's side of the family is they're big eaters, and we told them, I was like, once the food is out, because we did a buffet, leave it out. We don't want you to put it away. It just stays there. Just leave it out. And they're like, okay. It was in the contract and everything else. I ended up having to look at pictures and see that they only served it for 45 minutes, and then they were putting it away, and I never saw my food again.
Good.
It disappeared. And when I asked them, I was like, so where's the food? Because in the pictures you can see that there's food in there when they're taking it away.
Yeah.
And they're like, there was no food left. And I was like, I see the pictures. What do you mean?
That is not what that says right there.
Yeah, and long story short, they were not very accommodating or understanding in any way, shape, or form. And that was Heart to Heart Catering, located in, it was towards Dallas.
Dang, Dana's over here calling people out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They should have done right.
But hey, look at that. Picture saved your day. Another reason why you should make sure you take care with your pictures there. I'm just saying.
I was such an investigator. I was just like, I was zooming in. I was like, there's the food. I can see it like past people's shoulders because they're in the background.
Gotta zoom in. Yeah, it's okay.
I was so mad about that.
I mean, I would be too if I paid for it. So,
because like afterwards, once everybody started leaving, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go eat. I was like, where's the food? The only thing we had left was one piece of cake that my coordinator had actually put away for us.
Aww.
And
which, if you're a coordinator, save food for your couples.
Yes, food, especially the cake. If there's cake, save cake.
Cake is good. Yeah,
especially at 12 o'clock in the morning.
That's true. We ate ours like the rest of the week when it was done, because we had a lot of cake. So, yeah. Awesome. Okay, we're ending this with rapid fire questions.
Let's do it.
Do not think about them. I just want your first answer. You ready? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Indoor or outdoor wedding?
Depends on the state.
Stop it. Quit thinking.
I was like, depends on the state.
We're here in Texas. Indoor or outdoor? Okay. First look or aisle reveal?
What?
First look or an aisle reveal?
Aisle reveal.
Okay. Going traditional. Biggest wedding pet peeve?
The officiant not moving out of the way.
Oh, same.
For photo.
Yes. Most underrated wedding trend?
Underrated? I don't know. You do whatever you want. I don't think there's one.
Okay. I think for mine would be first look. I think that's underrated. I think people should be doing that more.
Oh, like something you should be doing more?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. I didn't understand the question. Okay, underrated wedding trend. Cocktail hour. I think it's important because when people have a little something to keep them entertained, everybody's happier.
If they're all just sitting there for an hour.
You can feel the vibe.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I think the vibe's important.
Yes.
Especially when the dancing time comes
You
around.
want people to stick around, keep them happy, keep them going. Yeah, I get it. Okay, one wedding expense that's worth every penny. First thing pops in
your wedding
mind.
dress.
All right. It is.
No, I'll say, aside from wedding dress, I'll say photography and videography.
Yeah.
Especially videography. Because the photos, you might not look back every time, but
Yeah.
I've looked at my videos so many times, and I love it so much.
I told my husband, because he started doing videography for me, because I was like, I need to offer that for my couples. That's the biggest regret I have from my wedding is not having a videographer. So
I can understand.
We're having that in there. So yeah,
that's awesome.
I agree. Okay, last one. One thing couples should stop worrying about.
What everybody else thinks.
It's true. Good job. Yeah, I like it. Okay, well, that was it. Thank you so much for coming. And
thank you for having me. This is great.
Yeah, can't wait to come out in July and see your new stuff. So
I can't wait to have you. I'm going to be super excited to show them. We're actually probably going to do a little fashion show on the 25th of July in Dallas. More information will come probably on Instagram first. So
okay, let me know. Maybe we can try to get this episode up for that.
Oh, I like where you're going with this. I love it. No, that's awesome. Yeah, but follow us on Facebook and, well, mainly Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
But Facebook too. So
okay,
we'll stay tuned for more.
Perfect. All right. Thank you guys so much. See you next week.